Arnold and I'm currently a sophomore at the Prairie School in Wisconsin. I'm applying to be one of your global citizens for this coming summer's project on human rights. As a student, I'm passionate about my studies, and my favorite classes include history, English, and public speaking. I'm also involved in my school's theater and music departments, along with being on the honor roll since I was in middle school. Since I was little, I've loved learning about different cultures, and I feel that it's so important for everyone to learn about a different country or culture that's not their own.
One of my personal goals is to travel to every continent out there and have the ability to experience a lifestyle that I could have never imagined.
When I heard about this scholarship, I was so infused with many ideas that I didn't know where to start. Then I came up with something. Why not ask as many people as I could, parents, teachers, students, and anyone who was willing to listen to me, what their opinions are on human rights. The response was amazing. I was so impressed by how my community felt on the current human rights situation. It was also very beneficial to me because my voice quickly became 10 times more powerful, and I also figured out that if we can't all work together and figure out how to provide globally, then we have a serious issue that needs to be addressed. Because of my involvement, I now care deeply for human rights and how we can better ourselves. Human rights to me means that every person is given a fair and equal opportunity at making life the way that they want to live it. A place where everyone can feel safe, supported, and develop the skills that are needed for the real world. Unfortunately, that's not the case for a majority of the world's population. There are so many things that we as a world have not yet addressed, such as the access to education for girls, humanitarian aid, child poverty, farming availability, and so much more. For me, one issue really stood out from the rest, and it's one that most people don't think about often. Children affected by armed conflict is a serious issue. Every year, nearly 300,000 children are being exploited into these kinds of programs, with an additional 20 million children living as refugees in third world countries, adding to the number of 6 million children who have been injured by armed conflict.
A study done by UNICEF shows that 1 in 10 children globally are affected or have personally witnessed armed conflict. Look around. Odds are that someone in the room with you is a victim of this sort of violence. And armed violence doesn't just affect children in developing countries. Every country has a difficulty in keeping their children safe from this kind of violence. Too often I hear on the news about a conflict involving guns or knives, resulting in a child losing their life. In some areas around the world, children as young as age 8 are being forcibly recruited into these child soldier armies. Imagine the fear that they must feel on a day-to-day basis, and every day that number is rising. So yeah, this is my proposition to you. After a child is either freed or manages to escape from this work, they are often confused, traumatized, and injured. How will they survive? What will they manage to do? This is where my idea comes into play. My goal is to spread the word to children everywhere that there is life after abuse. For child soldiers especially, it may seem that there is no hope, and that's where my idea comes in. I hope to set up facilities all around the world where children affected by armed conflict can come and have a safe haven. It will be a safe place where boys and girls of all ages can come together and not have to worry about surviving into the next week. Workers at these safe havens will be volunteers of any age who want to have a part in ending armed conflict. This is also a great way for teenagers around the world to become involved. A quality of being a global citizen is being and knowing what to be involved about. To keep my organization running, I'd love to be able to teach children about art and music. Donated materials such as crayons, pencils, paper, and instruments can all help aid a creative mind. We will then be able to sell these drawings and paintings for a profit and even have the ability to put on a concert for the community. My goal is to start small. Maybe 1 or 2 facilities in areas that need them the most. Then, after a few years, hopefully I'll be able to have enough funds and sponsors
to expand my project to every country. This concludes the end of my presentation. I hope that I'll be able to share with you more of my ideas in the coming future. EF, I hope that you've enjoyed my message and are leaving this video more informed on children affected by violence. Thanks for watching. Bye!